Guys, D-Man here, and today we are doing a video game review. Second one, actually. This, or I think it is, unless I did one before this. I don't know. This is PlayStation VR Worlds. So this game is very interesting. It's a game I recently bought because I recently bought the PlayStation VR. I haven't played on it much, but I have played some of the robotic stuff. Sadly, you cannot record that with PlayStation. I don't know why, and I don't have a capture device to record it actually, so I just record it on the PlayStation itself. Maybe someday I'll get a capture device to do that, but this game you can record on it, and it works pretty good. And it's the first VR game I guess I played other than the little robot games that you can play on the actual PlayStation that you can download for free. So this is the first game I downloaded, and this is my review to see if it was good or not. It had several games to it. So first off was Ocean Descent. By the way, these are thumbnails to my videos I made on this, like a little bit of Let's Plays that I made on this. If you want to watch those will be in the description below. Pretty good videos if I do say so myself. So go watch them. Link it below. The description below. I guess not link. Description. I guess it is a link. But you know what I mean. So, Ocean Descent. This is the first little mini game on there. This was not really a game. It was basically just looking around. And it was like an interactive TV, I would say, almost. It's kind of like something that you could look up on YouTube if you have one of those VR headsets with your cell phone. You could look it up on YouTube and look around and stuff like that, like on the 3D things, 360 things. It was kind of like that, but in a video game. Wasn't really the best. Wasn't really worth much. My commentary though, worth 100%, man. Funniest commentary ever. But the thing itself was not worth that much. It was kind of just boring. They had like 3 different stages, but at the same place. So it was kind of just like, oh, it changes slightly, but not too much. So it's kind of just meh. I would rate Ocean Descent a meh. So the next one is Danger Ball. So Danger Ball. This is kind of like tennis or ping pong or whatever you'd want to call it. Basically, it's your head. This one you actually have control over a little bit more. It's basically you just moving your head around. You see this little square in front of you, and you block balls and hit them back, and then you get points. They get points, sort of thing. It's pretty cool. And as you can see, I'm the best at balls. So obviously I won a lot. It gets harder as you go along. And it's a fun game. It's pretty fun. It hurts your neck a little bit if you play it for too long. It will start hurting your neck a little bit because you're moving your head constantly. That's what you're doing. It's not moving your arms or anything. It's just moving your head. It's just like, ooh, move your head, move your head, move your head. It's okay. Not the best. It's just a game that keeps on getting progressively harder. And it's okay. I'm going to rate this one a good. It's a good. The first one, meh. This one's a good. So this one, The London Heist. This is part 1, by the way. I have 2 parts. I'll put them both in the description below. So The London Heist. This little game on there is the only one with a narrative, I would say, or maybe one of the only ones. I guess there might be 2 with a semi-narrative, but this is the only one with like a full narrative and story, and it's probably one of the best out of all of them, to be honest. Although the narrative does take up a little bit too much, and you can't really do much on some parts of it. I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to spoil it, go play the game for yourself, or go watch my Let's Play, so I'm saying that. But yeah, go play the game for yourself. But it wasn't the best. As I said, you couldn't do certain things in certain parts, and it was kind of just like, like, why can't I do this if I want to do this sort of thing? Huh. it was just basically sitting down and almost like the first one, listening to a story where you had minimum interaction with it, but the interaction that you did have with it was pretty damn good. Although I don't think you could die really easily, but it was pretty damn good and pretty damn implemented pretty damn well as well. So I would give this one a pretty good. It's not the best, but it's a pretty good. It has a good story. The only downside is for a lot of the things that you couldn't do anything. You just kind of sat there and listened to a story, and the gameplay was pretty good. So it's a pretty good. And the story doesn't change. At least I didn't see anything to change it. So it's just a pretty good. The story does not change though. So it's just the same story. You can just replay the same story over and over again, get different things, maybe different achievements. So it's a pretty good. Then we have VR Luge. I think that's what it's called. Maybe I'm mispronouncing that. Luge? Luge? Luge. So this one was actually the whole reason I bought this game. I saw this in a little commercial and I thought that'd be super cool to do in a video game. I have to try that out. And this is probably one of the lackluster games. One of the most lackluster ones. Not as lackluster as the Ocean Depths or whatever. Ocean Depth. Or Descent. Ocean Descent, sorry. It's not as boring as that, but it's pretty bad. But you basically go down this road on this thing that you lay on, and the way you control it, again, just moving your head back and forth. So playing this for a long period of time might hurt your neck a little bit. Is it the best game? As I already said, no, not really. I would even say Danger Balls is better than this. Basically, you're trying to dodge cars and stuff. Some cars you can go underneath, but most cars you can't. You don't really get anything deducted when you hit a car except for points. Like, you don't actually hurt yourself or anything like that. So it's just kind of like you face through it and lose some points. It's not really anything special at all, to be honest. And the map, it's pretty good looking. But you're going so fast that you really don't get a chance to look around. So if you want to look around, you have to play it several times just to look around. But then you'll probably fail or lose all your points. So, I don't know, man. It's okay. Not the best. I'm gonna say this is a average. It's an average. Not the best. It's an average. Then we have Scavenger's Odyssey. Yeah. So this game was probably the best out of all of the games that I played. But as you can see from this thumbnail, I got sick from this game. This game gave me a major case of freaking motion sickness. This game was the best out of all the games. It had, I don't know if it had like a full-on storyline. The story was kind of lame. It wasn't really there, but there was kind of like a plot thread that led you along. Not as good as the storyline in the London Heist, but it's a plot thread that led you along, and it was pretty cool mechanics. Like, you were this alien in this thing, in this like battle spider, I would say, kind of thing. It's like a robot, but it's like a spider. And basically, you go across and you destroy these insects, and it's a pretty damn fun game. I gotta say, it's pretty damn fun. But it's the only one that gave me motion sickness. And it really does give you it gave me motion sickness. I don't know about you. You could go play this and see if it does or not. But for me, it really did. It really did give me motion sickness to the point where I almost hurled. Like, you'll be jumping upwards and downwards because you're in space. So, like, gravity's not a thing. So you're kind of just, like, upside down and you're right side up. And every time you jump, it's, like, changes your perspective. And it's kind of weird. It's not implemented the best into it because it just makes you kind of sick. It made me kind of nauseous. And at the end, I couldn't even finish the game because I was going to hurl. So I didn't even finish the full game. If you want to see the full game, look up the ending of it or go play it yourself, as I was saying about it. So this one is probably the best game, but the most sick-inducing one, what sucks. And I would give this one a pretty good. Almost a pretty damn good, but a pretty good nonetheless. So, this one is like nausea-inducing, but awesome. Is this worth it? Is this game worth it? Is PlayStation VR Worlds worth it? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in one game, and they're all not that long, and this first one isn't really a game, to be honest. It's more just a lackluster thing. It's more just like a viewing experience. So you get 5 games in total. One is more just a viewing experience, so 4 games in total. Is this worth it? What would I rate it? 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, 5 being average. I would rate this a 5. It's not super good. Some of the stuff in there is pretty good, but it's not super good. It's not really worth it, to be honest. It's an average. If you get a chance to play it, I suggest playing it. But if you want to play it, I would suggest waiting for it to be on sale. Like, if you want to buy this, wait for it to be on sale, because it's like $20, and I don't think it's worth $20. Maybe $15, $10, then maybe buy it. But $20, not really worth it. I would wait till it's like $15, $10. Then you can buy it and check this game out, because it's okay. It's a pretty good game, but it's average in my opinion in general. It's just an average game. Not the best game at all. Just average. But if you want to buy this game, go ahead. But I would wait till they drop the price, because it's not the best. And one part did make me almost throw up. My personal opinion, though. So, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification if you haven't. If you have anything to tell me, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you like this game or not, if you bought it or something, or if you were thinking about buying it, if I changed your opinion. And, yeah, that's the end, guys. As always, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, D-Man here. Just saying, hope you liked this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and all that nonsense. But anyways, I hope you have a good day, because, you know, the video's over. And I hope you watch more videos. Go ahead and click these videos, or click subscribe, you know. See ya.